Hello, and welcome to my History 161 course. This is David Pafford speaking to you. I'm going to be your instructor for this course. This course covers the history of the United States from first contact, from the era around Columbus, up through the Reconstruction following the American Civil War. I've taught this class several times now, and even a couple times before this on the internet, so kind of getting refined as far as what we'd like to accomplish during this period. Just wanted to go over and give you sort of an overview of what the class looked like, some of the expectations that I have from you, and then I'll tell you a little bit about myself. First of all, I want to give you a couple of sort of warnings. Sometimes students take internet courses with the expectation that the workload is going to be a little bit less than it's going to be in an actual brick and mortar classroom. That's really not true, and in fact sometimes it seems like we do more work in here than we would in a regular classroom setting, because we're having to accomplish all of those things that you're doing in class plus the things that those students are doing for homework. So you should plan roughly, well, it's going to take you about, I would say about 8 to 10 hours per module to accomplish what you need to do for each course. Now, how fast we do the modules depends on how long the course is that you've signed up for. This course sometimes is offered in 8-week format, and sometimes it's offered in 16-week format. If you took it in 16-week format, the course is divided into modules, and you'll complete roughly one module each week. If you signed up for the 8-week format, sometimes you have 2 modules to do in a week, and once in a while you even have 3 modules to complete in a week. Each module consists generally of some readings, some auxiliary material. For instance, you might have a video to watch, and there's always going to be a discussion. If you look at the syllabus, I've assigned each one of you to be a discussion leader for one of the units, and module is going to take from Thursday through the following Wednesday to complete. If you're the discussion leader, I have a question that I want you to answer in an essay form. That's going to be about 1,000 words. You're going to write a little essay. You're going to post that by Sunday evening at 5 p.m. so your fellow students have a chance to participate in a discussion. Unfortunately, in online courses, it's difficult to foster discussions and interaction among the students. That's the closest thing we can do, is to have a sort of a bulletin board style discussion format. So please be looking at the syllabus so that you understand how the course is developing, how it's going along, and what assignments you need to be accomplishing. The primary grade that you're going to have for this course is going to come from exams. We have 2 exams. The exams are very fast-paced. They're going to consist of some multiple choice questions, a couple of identification questions where you're going to answer in a long paragraph or roughly half a page, and then you'll have one essay question on there as well. I give you a very tight turnaround time on those exams. Once you open the exam, you're only going to have about an hour and a half to complete it. It's going to take you all that time. The reason I give you a tight turnaround time, that's really my only security measure. I'm trying to, I can't really check and see what you're doing during the exam, but I make it relatively short so that it's difficult for you to go back and maybe just look up all the answers during the exam. A couple weeks before each exam, I'll give you a review sheet that tells you essentially what's going to be on the exam, and then we'll pare that down a little bit, and then you'll see what actually comes on the exam is all items that were on that review sheet. Between now and then, the first unit that you can participate in, the first module that you're allowed to participate in, is going to start on Thursday. But between now and then, we have a little introductory period. I'd like for you to go on there, giving you some instructions. I'd like for you to take a look at those, and then write in the discussion board a brief introduction of yourself, and answer the questions that I've assigned you to there. I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself. I told you my name's David Pafford. I have a big family, a wife and 6 children. I grew up in the San Joaquin Valley out in Central California. I went to college to be a high school history teacher, and I did that for a year. I was pretty much the entire social studies department for a little school that I worked for. I taught history, government, economics, world history, and U.S. Geography, Texas history, and I was the six-man football coach and the girls varsity basketball coach. So I was fairly busy then, as I am now. Only did that for about a year though, and then I became an officer in the Air Force. I was a weapons systems officer on the B-1, and I was in the Air Force for about 13 years. After that, I did some ministry work and went back to school again for a graduate degree. I have a bachelor's degree in history from Eastern Oregon State College in La Grande, Oregon, and I have a master's in history from University of New Mexico, and I'm a portion of a dissertation away from having a PhD in history from New Mexico as well. And I also have a Master of Arts in Christian Ministry from Abilene Christian University in Abilene, Texas. I'm currently in the process of working on some other jobs as well. I have a farm that I run here of about 600 acres, and so I'm doing this. That's not too, I don't know if that's something you needed to know or not, but it's just to give you an idea that I'm working on other things as well. So what I've tried to do for you is create an environment where you don't have any particular time where you have to be on the computer to complete your coursework. I give you big windows of about a week in which you can complete blocks of coursework. By the same token, there's not a particular time that I will always be on the internet either. So I'll check it every day or two to see if I have any messages for you and try to keep up the grading. Forgot to mention, as you go through and do each module each week, you do some readings, you're going to have a quiz to take from the W.W. Norton website, which I've given you a link for. And you'll go and take a 30-question quiz and report that back to me. But I have the instructions all on the course for you to accomplish. I think that's about it for now. If you have any other questions, please feel free to let me know. Between now and Wednesday evening, be sure to sign up for that W.W. Norton quiz site, and be sure to participate in the introductory discussion that we have in our course. Thanks very much. Hope you enjoy the course, and we'll continue to get to know each other better over the next few weeks.